Most of you probably don't know what soft tampons are. I can tell you one thing, they're softer than anything you've known, and you don't feel anything while wearing them. Plus, as a nice side effect, you can wear them while having sex. So now you're gonna wonder how to use them, and this is what I'm gonna explain to you now. One really important thing to start with, you cannot lose a soft tampon inside your body. Your cervix is way too tight for anything that size to get inside of it. Unless you're pregnant, but in that case, you're probably not gonna use a soft tampon anyways, are you? When holding a soft tampon in your hand for the first time, it might seem a little bit big, especially in comparison to cotton tampons. Anyways, it's super nice and soft, and you can easily squeeze it together with your thumb and index finger or middle finger before inserting it just like you would any other cotton tampon and placing it right in front of your cervix. Now let's look at how to get out your soft tampon after using it. There are 3 different ways to get it out. First way would be to place your finger inside the finger loop down here on the lower part of the tampon and just pull it out like this. Another way would be to use your middle finger, index finger or thumb together and try to pull it out like this. The third way would be, especially if the soft tampon is placed a little bit up higher inside your vagina, you can use one finger to move it down a little bit until you can grab it with 2 fingers. There might be instances where your soft tampon is a bit harder to get out, for example after intercourse. But we have 2 tricks for you that will usually always help. Number 1 would be step on a towel or inside the shower to avoid staining and take a deep wide-legged squat. This will tilt your pelvis forward and help move the soft tampon further down so it's much easier for you to grab it. Advice number 2 would be, soft tampons are much easier to be removed when they're fully soaked. So what you can do, if you don't want to wait for this to happen naturally, you can just take a shower head between your legs, or even better, take a hot bath, and like this help soak your soft tampon. It will get much heavier, move further down your vagina. And here's one additional piece of advice that we got to know about through our customer fan base. You can use a menstrual cup to pull out your soft tampon. So how does this work? You just insert your menstrual cup as usual and then carefully pull it out again so that the suction of the menstrual cup will also pull out the soft tampon. The soft tampon will then either already be sitting inside the menstrual cup or be sitting much lower inside your vagina, and it will be much easier for you to grab it with your fingers. NeverNot soft tampons can be worn for up to 8 hours. For rather heavy flow, we recommend 2 to 4 hours of use and 4 to 6 hours for rather light flow. But altogether, please don't use them for longer than 8 hours to avoid any risk of infection. When using a soft tampon for the very first time, we recommend to not insert it too deeply, just for the reason that you might want to practice how to pull it out again first. After a couple of times using it, it will be super easy for you to remove it. In case you have any further questions, pay a visit to our FAQ page on www.nevernot.de or write us to info@nevernot.de.